Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's I'm not doing a vlog today, so I just want to do like a sit down. I just want to tell you guys how my whole birthing story went. Like honestly, everything was so unexpected. So that being said, let's get started. August 19th, it was a Monday, and honestly the whole day I was just in my room watching TV because I was like been watching a lot of movies. It was like 3:45 when I got a call from the hospital, and they were pretty much asking me how I was doing, and I said fine, and asking me if I was having any contractions, and I said no. And they asked me if I could come in that same day to like get checked up and see if I had dilated and more. So I was like, yeah, of course. So Eric comes home and I tell him like, hey, they just called me, they want me to go get go in at 4:20 to get checked up and everything. Originally Eric and I had to run some errands. We had to go to the bank, we had to do like some grocery shopping, we were to go eat. So it kind of got pushed back because I didn't know how long I was going to take at the hospital. The week before that, on Wednesday, I got checked to see if I was dilated, and I was only at 1.5 centimeters, and I was 39 and 4 days pregnant already. So when I went to go get checked up on Monday, August 19th, I was 40 weeks and 3 days pregnant. So I was past overdue. I had asked them when I can get induced and everything, and they told me I couldn't get induced until 41 weeks. So I was like, oh, okay. So when I got checked in, I was still at 1.5 centimeters. So for 5 days, I didn't progress anything. I was still at 1.5 centimeters. I was overdue, of course. And honestly, my doctor just like, she pretty much just straight up told me like, hey, I called the birthing center. We could get you checked in tonight and get you induced because I don't think you'll be progressing anytime soon. So I was like, get me checked in. So honestly, it was like so like quick. At 7 p.m. I walked into the hospital. 8:30 is when they gave me the first pill, and honestly that pill was so freaking small. Like, kid you, like so small that you couldn't even see the pill. Like they literally gave me the cup and I was like, where the hell is this pill at? They check me every 4 hours. So once they gave me that pill, Eric and I were just chilling. I couldn't sleep at all. I think because I was just so excited knowing that Elijah was gonna come soon, and I thought that the pill was gonna do something. But so they came at 1 or 2 and they checked my cervix to see if I was dilated more. I was still a 1.5, so they had to give me another pill, and this was at 2 o'clock when they gave me. So then it came back around like at I think 6 or 7 to check if my cervix was dilated more, and it was only at a 2 now. So it only expanded to a 0.5, which is still nothing, you guys. So I was so annoyed because I'm just like, I literally started crying after they had left that to Eric. So like, why is my body not wanting to expand? And I was just tearing up, you guys. I wasn't like fully crying, I was just tearing up because I was so pissed at myself. And it's Tuesday, so it's the next day already, so which is August 20, you guys. And it was like around 11 or 12 o'clock that Lorena finally comes, and Eric, that's when Eric leaves, and he goes home and takes a shower. So I'm just with my sister, we're just chilling, and that's when my doctor comes in and the nurse to check my cervix. And it's 12 p.m. now, and like I said, the next morning or next day, Tuesday, they checked my cervix, and I had only dilated to a 3 now, and I still needed, of course, 7 more to go. And I'm just like, oh my god, like I was so annoyed, you guys. So when my doctor went to check my cervix, you guys, she told me, she's like, you know what, like I could feel your water. If you want me, I could break it right now. I was like, do it right now. And she finally just goes in and breaks my water. She leaves and she's like, I don't know if that's gonna help. I was like, I don't know, we'll see. So once she left outside the door, Lorna said this stupid joke. I started laughing so hard that water started gushing out, and the nurse was still in there, and she was making me laugh. Lorna just kept making me laugh so much. And I told her, I'm like, you need to stop, like this is not funny anymore. The nurse was like, no, it's fine, like make her laugh more, like this is good. So I was like, I need to go to the bathroom now, because you guys, I was like gushing water on my bed, and I was like, I need to go to the bathroom if I'm gonna be laughing so much. And then I started gushing water on the floor, and went to the bathroom, started gushing more water, and then I went back into the bed, and I just started laughing more. And that's when like the water had stopped, and that's when I started feeling the contractions. They weren't bad yet. So then the hours started going by, and originally Eric was supposed to come back to the hospital at 5 o'clock. That's the time that we agreed on, just because I was like, oh, like baby's not gonna come for another while, you know. And So we were like, okay, 5 o'clock, he'll come back. And so my sister was there with me, and it was literally not even 3 o'clock yet, I guess. It was 2:45, and that's when I just, throughout those few hours, I couldn't handle the contractions anymore, you guys. At 2:45, I told her, and I'm like, you need to call Eric right now. Like, I can't handle these contractions. Like, I need him right now. So my sister calls Eric, and then a few minutes later, not even a few minutes later, you guys, he comes like in 30 freaking minutes. We live in a small town, and right when he came into the door, I was like, hey, like, where do we live? And he's like, oh, we live here. And I was like, okay, so why the hell did it take you 30 minutes to get here? It should have only taken him 5 minutes to get to the hospital, you guys. So he comes, contractions started getting bad, and then I kid you not, like, I think it was like my mom comes in a few minutes later, and I told everyone when they were coming in the room, like just my mom and my sister and Eric, like, don't talk to me, don't say anything stupid, don't even talk to me, like, don't even look at me, you guys. I was just so like pissed. Like, that's when contractions started getting worse and worse. And at one point, I think it was like, I only lasted for like 2 hours with the contractions. It was like 5 o'clock, and that's when I was like, I can't handle this pain no more. So I pressed that button, you guys. The nurses come in, they're like, yeah, what's up? Well, they didn't say what's up, but you know. And I told them, like, can I please have an epidural? And they're like, yeah, we just need to check your cervix. And me, because I was already in pain, I should have was like, okay, like, do I have to be a certain number to be to get the epidural, you know? And they're like, no, we just need to check if you progress. And I was like, oh, okay, sounds good. I was at a 5 now, so, but I still need 5 more to go, you guys. They gave me the epidural, and honestly, it wasn't that bad, you guys. They told me it was gonna take a few minutes until, like, or 10 to 20 minutes until I felt it. And I was like, okay. But I kid you guys not, this was at 5 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday. They told, once they said that, I literally kid you not, once the lady gave me the epidural, I felt it kicked in like a second. Like, once that like whole thing went in there, felt it. I literally laid in bed. I was shivering. My teeth were cleaning. I was shivering. I got my blanket, and I passed out. I passed out for, kid you not, 2 hours. Woke up at 7 o'clock, and my mom was there and Eric was there, and I was just like, oh, what's up? And they're like, hey, how are you feeling? I'm like, good. And then they asked me if I felt the contractions, and I was like, no, I haven't felt any contractions. Well, I guess when I was sleeping those 2 hours, my contractions were so high off the roof on the screen. But I got the epidural, so I didn't feel any of that pain. I slept so good, you guys. Those 2 hours felt so freaking good. And then, yeah, so then 7 o'clock came, and that's when the nurse comes in, because I finally woke up. Before I had gone to sleep, they were gonna put that one thing where I don't have to get up no more, and I have just to pee in that bag thing. I totally forgot the name of it, but because I literally knocked out after they gave me the epidural, they weren't able to. So when I woke up, they were gonna add it, they were gonna put it in there. They were having a hard time to put it in there, so the nurses were like, okay, let's check your cervix, because like I said, she was having a hard time putting it in there. And so they checked my cervix, and she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, what's going on down there? And then another nurse checked my cervix, and you guys, this is at 7 o'clock now. I was finally at a 10, and I was so happy, because for the 5 to 7, those 2 hours when I was asleep, I didn't feel any contractions, and when I woke up, I was at a 10. So I was super happy. They told me right away, like, once you feel like you need to poop, let us know, because that's not poop, that's the baby. And I was like, got it. It's 7:30 now. And then finally, I had like my body, that's when I started feeling like I had to poop, you guys. And I was just like, like, I didn't tell anyone like that I felt like pooping. So I just like kept it inside until I actually started feeling it more and more. I just pressed that button, and my nurses comes in, and they're like, yeah, what's up? And I was like, yeah, I feel like pooping. And like, she's like, oh, okay. So she goes outside, and she's like, hey, I need some nurses in here, like, she feels like pooping. So that's when the nurses come in, and then a few minutes later my doctor comes in. And so I started pushing and pushing. And honestly, guys, when they tell you like, oh my god, you're almost there and almost there, I was getting frustrated, because not me, but because I just felt like I was not getting anywhere, but everyone else like, you're literally almost there. And I was just like, oh my freaking gosh, like, hurry up. And finally I gave it that full push, and I did not feel the head come out. I felt like the whole body come out, but the head I didn't feel come out, which was so weird. It came so quick, like boom, like everything came out and like they handed me the baby, and I was just like, what the heck? So then Elijah came, I was holding him, and that boy, he opened his eyes real fast. He latched on real quick to my boob. I gave birth to a healthy little baby boy. He was 7 pounds 11 ounces, and he was 20 and a half inches long. Yeah, you guys, so let me introduce you to baby Elijah. Hi. He has big eyes, you guys. Hi. But other than that, you guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed my story and how I gave birth to this beautiful baby boy, and I love him so much. And I will be doing a 1 month update on how everything's been going, because like, let me tell you, it's a crazy month. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this sit down. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.